Right, okay. Sorry. So how many system databases are there in SQL Server? Can anyone tell me?
4.
4. Only 4.
5 Anna, you can say 4.
So don't tell 4, it's 5 only, okay? One is
Okay.
hidden database that you cannot see in the management studio. So I asked you to check the abbreviation of MSDB. How many of you checked, guys? What is the abbreviation of MSDB?
Multi-source database Anna.
Multi-source. Where you got that answer? Or you are defining a? Not multi-source. Any other answers, guys? Any other answers? What is the abbreviation of MSDB? Fine, okay. So no issues. Just keep googling it. You can tell the answer before, okay. Ending of the sessions, okay. So I'll give you time, 2 months time. You can check and let me know the answer, okay. And so in the last class we discussed about the system databases, uses of system databases, internals of databases, what is meant by page, what is meant by extent, okay. And what other things we discussed? Of course, how to create table, how to insert values in the table, and how to use where condition, how to filter the records and columns, okay. And we discussed all these things, guys, okay. System databases and all system databases are very important. You will get the questions from system database. So they will ask questions, what is how many system databases are there, can you explain about all the system databases, okay. This kind of questions you can expect in the interview, guys, okay. So today's class will discuss about the patching, okay. Very important concept, patching, guys, okay. So what is patching, what is an update, how many types of updates are there, how to check the latest update, how to download the latest update, how to patch the SQL servers, what and all precautions you have to take before patching the SQL server, what are the post patching steps, okay. So all these things we'll discuss in today's class, guys, right. So generally you people know what is meant by patching. You all will do patching, guys, regularly will do patching. Can you tell me what kind of patching you are doing regularly? What kind of patching you are doing regularly?
Updating.
Yes, updating. What kind of updates you are doing regularly?
Software updates.
Software updates. So in your mobile phone regularly, sometimes you will set automatic updates on. Sometimes you have to, for example, when you open phone pay, it will ask you to update the app, right? If you open some other application, it will ask you to update the app. So patching is nothing but updating the application. Updating the application. Patching is nothing but updating the application. So why we need patching? Why we have to do the patching? Is it mandatory, guys? What in case if I don't do the patching? What in case if I don't do the patching? So once you do the patching, once you did the patching and all, what kind of changes you can see in the application?
If at all, if there are any new features,
Very good. Very good. New features. First thing is new features. We can see new features. Once you patch the application, we can see new features. Next.
Security.
But every time can you see new features?
No.
No, right? Then why we have to do patching every time, regularly?
To make the system efficient.
Very good. To avoid the security vulnerabilities. Okay. To avoid security vulnerabilities. So patching is very important, guys. For any application, patching is very, very important. If you don't do the patch, what will happen? Okay. What will happen, guys? If you don't do the patch, so as we discuss regularly throughout the globe, some hackers will be there. They keep on working, okay, on new virus. They will introduce new virus and all. So these virus will attack the systems. So security will be in risk, guys. Security will be in a risk. So that is the main challenge with the systems or applications, guys. So it's very important, very mandatory to patch the servers, guys. Guys, can you hear me properly? Is my audio clear?
Yes, yes.
Venkat Shiva, please check your audio. Okay, not sure whether you joined from phone or laptop. Okay, please increase the audio. If not, rejoin the session. Okay. Right. So the main thing is generally in the SQL server, we don't get any new features, guys. Okay. Mainly we have to patch the SQL server to fix the bugs. Okay. To fix the bugs and to avoid security vulnerabilities. These are the main, okay, challenges for any application, guys. For any application, even your phone pay, WhatsApp, whatever it is you're updating, or else if you turn on automatic updates on, okay, what will happen? It will keep on updating. Mostly WhatsApp or phone pay, at least monthly once or twice these apps will be updated, guys. Why? Monthly once or twice they don't introduce new features, right? Lot of bugs will be there, lot of security vulnerabilities will be there. Okay, and lot of new virus will come into the picture daily. Every minute new virus will, hackers will introduce new virus and all. So to avoid all these things, to make sure for the security enhancements and all, so we have to patch the SQL server. If we don't patch the SQL server, what will happen? Your server will be at risk, guys. Your data will be at risk. So that's the main reason that we have to keep in mind that every system, every application has to be patched, especially SQL Server. As we are DBAs, we are responsible for the SQL Server application, so we have to take care of the patchings, guys. Regularly we have to do the patchings. Sir, in my organization 1000 servers will be there. Do we need to patch all 1000 servers? Yes. Yes, you have to patch all 1000 servers. Not 1000, 10,000 servers are there means you have to patch. Every server you have to patch. And not only SQL server, Windows server also will be patched, guys. Windows people will patch, like how we are responsible for SQL server application. Windows team is responsible for OS application, OS and all. So they are also going to patch the OS level patches and all. They are going to apply the OS level patches, guys. This is a continuous flow. The organization every week Windows team will keep on patching some servers weekly or bi-weekly or monthly or quarterly. So either Windows team will apply the updates or we have to apply the updates. Sometimes both teams has to apply the updates, guys. So updates are very, very important. So not only for new features, generally we don't get new features when you update the SQL server. So to avoid the bugs and all, to fix the bugs and all, first reason is for the bug fixes, and the second reason is to avoid the security I'm sorry, to avoid the security enhancements, to avoid the security vulnerabilities. So generally we have to patch the SQL servers, guys. Okay, so you have to know, right, with how many updates are there, what type of updates are there in the SQL server. Updates are there. Okay, so what type of updates are there, guys, in the SQL server? We'll patch. Patching means applying the updates. Patching means applying the updates, guys. Okay, so what kind of updates will be there generally in the SQL server? So we have, depends upon the versions, we have major updates, okay, minor updates, hot fixes. Okay, major updates, minor updates, and hot fixes. In the major updates, we have service packs. Service packs are major updates. So service packs concept is there till SQL Server 2016. Okay, till SQL Server 2016, SQL Server 2016, we have the major update concept, guys. Okay, from 2017 onwards. So till SQL Server 2016, we have major updates as well as minor updates. Don't confuse, I'll explain here, nothing to worry. I'll explain the Excel sheet. Okay, just 1 minute. Right. In SQL Server, till SQL Server 2016, we have service packs concept. Service packs are major updates. So who will release these updates, guys? Who will release? Who is responsible for releasing the updates? PhonePe application updates and all, who will release? Who will release? PhonePe application updates, who will release? WhatsApp
Microsoft.
application, Microsoft will release. PhonePe.
PhonePe will release.
Right. Microsoft in the same way. Why? Because PhonePe is the sponsor of the PhonePe application. Okay, so they are like application team will release the update. So here, who will release the updates for SQL Server, guys? Microsoft will release the updates. Microsoft will keep on releasing the updates. Until then, until when it is going to release the updates, guys? Until there is a support for SQL Server. I told you in the last class. Okay, for every version support will be there. Don't think, let's see, for example, if Apple introduce new iPhone, it will stop supporting old version, guys. Now Apple is not supporting iPhone 4 or iPhone 5, not sure, but it's not supporting. Not supporting means what? Okay, so some of the applications you cannot install on iPhone 4 or iPhone 5, and even if something goes wrong, and even Apple won't release any updates for the phone. So phone is also using one operating system, right? Apple means iOS. Operating system also will have updates. That is also one software package. Each and every software package will have updates, guys. So iOS also will have some updates. So what Apple will do, Apple don't support iPhone 4 or iPhone 5, so it don't release any updates for 4 or 5. It will concentrate only on new versions, guys. In the same way, SQL Server support also will be there. So this SQL Server Microsoft will release. Say for example, if you see here, okay, support end date you can see, and extend support end date you can see. If you see here, okay, for SQL Server 2014, support end date is already completed in 2019, and extended support is going to be completed in 2024. So until 2024, it will release the updates, guys, until 2024. See, if you see here for SQL Server 2012, support date is completed, extended support date is also completed. So now Microsoft no longer going to support SQL Server 2012, guys. Done. If you are still using 2012, your data at risk, your application is at risk. So you have to upgrade the application, you have to upgrade the SQL servers to latest versions. This is how they will forcefully, okay, what we can say, route us to the new versions, guys. So Microsoft will forcefully route us to the new versions. Why? Because they will stop releasing all the updates for the not supported versions. So you don't see any service packs, or you don't see any cumulative updates. So what will happen? Your system will be at risk, your application will be at risk. So definitely you will upgrade from 2012 to 2014 or 16 or 17 or 19, whatever it is possible. So you are going to upgrade, guys. This is how generally you can see. So if you see here, until there is a support from Microsoft, Microsoft will keep releasing the updates. Once the support date is ended, Microsoft don't release any type of updates. Okay, so definitely you have to upgrade to the next version of SQL Server. Or else, if you don't want to upgrade, you can still use the old version. It's not, sir, is it mandatory to upgrade my 2012 to 2019? No, it's not mandatory. But if you need security, if you don't want to keep your data at risk, you have to go, you have to upgrade. If not, namke vaste, so for one application, one database has to be there. So no issues, I don't want to upgrade, I don't want to pay extra money, so I'm okay with the current existing 2012 one. You can still use it. You can still iPhone 4 guys, it will work, but Apple don't release any type of updates, or some of the applications they don't support on iPhone 4. If you don't want those applications, you can still use iPhone 4 for basic call functionality and all. Okay, so this is how the updates will be there. So major updates means service packs. Microsoft will release all type of updates, major updates, minor updates, hot fixes and all. So up to SQL Server 2016, if you see here, up to 2016 you can see service pack table, SP1, SP2, SP3, SP4. SP means service pack. Okay, and from 2017, see, if you see here, there is no service pack concept, and you can see here, starting from SQL Server 2017, service packs will no longer be released. Okay, there is no concept of service packs starting from SQL Server 2017. Then you can ask, sir, what about the updates? You can still, I am not saying you cannot update SQL Server 2017, 19 or 2022. You can update with the different updates, not a service pack or service packs, not with the service packs. You can apply cumulative updates. Those are also updates only. Okay, so generally major updates guys, major updates, SQL Microsoft will release this major updates yearly once with minimum 1 year gap it will give. Okay, major updates will be released yearly once or every 2 years, at least it will take 1 year gap guys. So Microsoft will release the service packs, okay, yearly once or every 2 years once it is going to release guys. Okay, so once Microsoft releases any service pack for up to SQL Server 2016, so it's mandatory or it's recommended practice to apply the service packs and all on the SQL servers guys. Okay, so these are the major updates. Service packs are major updates till SQL Server 20. This is an interview question guys. What is the latest version of SQL? What is the latest service pack of SQL Server 2019? Latest service pack of SQL Server 2019.
No service pack.
No service pack. Okay, they will ask questions like this: what is the latest service pack of 2012, or what is the latest service pack of 2019? So they want to know whether service pack concept is there, okay, after 2016 or not. So they want to check whether you know these things or not. So after 2016, like 2017, 19, 2022, there is no service pack concept. Okay, if they ask what is the latest service pack of 2012, means service pack of 2012 will be generally SP4, the latest service pack. Up to highest is SP4 only guys. Highest service packs up to SP4. You don't see SP5 and all. Okay, you can see here up to SP4 only. In this table you can see SP4. We have SQL Server 2012 having SP4, 2008 having SP4, 2005 having SP4, 2000 also having SP4, even 97 is also having SP4 guys. Okay, these are no need to remember, but it's okay. Why? Because regularly we'll do patchings in the organization, right? So generally we'll remember. Sometimes they will ask what is the latest cumulative update of SQL Server 2017 or 2019. Try to remember. Why? Because we'll keep always will apply latest service packs or latest cumulative updates only. So you have to remember if you are doing regularly. Okay, so definitely will remember guys what kind of updates and all you are applying. So this is your service pack. So service packs are major updates, and minor updates will be cumulative updates guys. Cumulative updates, CUs. Okay, we'll call it as a CUs, cumulative updates guys. So these are minor updates. SQL Server will release monthly once. Okay, monthly once SQL Server will release the minor updates. At least 1 month time it will take, monthly once or 2 months once it is going to update the minor updates guys. So here Microsoft will release the service packs. Okay, service packs, especially service packs yearly once, right? So in case if suddenly one virus came into the market, you cannot wait, okay, next year Microsoft will release one update, then next year I'll update my SQL Server. You cannot wait, right? So that's why it's good to, in case if you are having any bugs, you cannot wait till next year, right? Bug is going to stop your business. Okay, so that's why Microsoft will release monthly updates also. Monthly you can update the SQL Server. Monthly you can update the SQL Server and all with a cumulative updates. And what is this hot fixes guys? Okay, hot fix is nothing but, again, suddenly one virus came to the market, you cannot wait till next month, right? or again there is a big bug, someone find out one big bug is there which is stopping the business. You cannot wait till next month, right? Okay, Microsoft will fix it in the next month, I'll apply the updates on the next month and all. You cannot wait, right? So Microsoft will release hot fixes. Those hot fixes are QFEs and GDRs, quick fix engineering, and general distribution release. Okay, general distribution release. These are the hot fixes, guys. Microsoft will release within 1 day or 2 days gap. Suddenly, I hope you all remember about ransomware in 2017 or 18. A ransomware came into the market, especially it just affected around 40% of the machines around the globe. Almost 40% of the 40% of the Windows machines around the globe are affected because of this ransomware virus, guys. So what Microsoft will do in case if any such kind of virus attacks are there, immediately Microsoft engineering team will work immediately. They will start working immediately, and within 24 hours, okay, they are going to release one update, guys. Those updates are QFEs, quick fix engineering, and GDRs, general distribution releases. These are the different types of updates in the SQL Server. So now if you observe, sir, do I need to patch my SQL Server with all these updates? So let me explain how the service packs and okay, cumulative update concept will work. Let me explain, guys. So here, okay, generally up to SQL Server 2016, we have service packs and cumulative updates also. From 2017 we don't have service packs, okay, so no issues. But up to SQL Server 2016, of course, what is the base version of the SQL Server, guys? What is the base version? When you install new SQL Server, what will be the base version? What is the base version of SQL Server? RTM copy. The first version is RTM, right? The base version. Okay, so the first version is RTM, released to market. When you install any SQL Server like SQL Server 2019 or 2022 or whatever it is, when you install a first copy, that is an RTM copy, on top of RTM you are going to apply the updates. Okay, so imagine this is SQL Server 2016. Imagine this is SQL Server 2016. So SQL Server 2016 RTM copy you will install, right? So on top of that you will have Service Pack 1, okay, Service Pack 2, on top of that Service Pack 3 and Service Pack 4. Okay, so imagine someone came to you, like one customer came to you, hey Ramesh, can you please install SQL Server 2016 for me? So you installed SQL Server 2016 RTM copy. So as a DBAs, once the installation is completed, we have to do one more step. What is the other step, guys? We have to do, you have to patch the SQL Server with the latest service pack. If you are installing, if you got any installation tickets, remember these two things, guys. One is you have to install the latest version of SQL Server, whatever version is there, whatever version they are asking. Okay, if they are asking 2016, you have to install SQL Server 2016. Once the installation is completed, the next immediate step is you have to patch. Why? Because that is a new server that was not associated with any application. If it is associated with any application, again you have to take a lot of approvals to patch the SQL Server. But this is a new server, right? No need to take any approvals, and even customer don't ask, please patch my SQL Server and all. It's our responsibility. If you are installing any SQL Server, whatever it is, 2016 or 2019 or 2022, always remember one thing, always you have to install new SQL Server, whatever version it is, and you have to apply the latest update, whether it is a service pack or cumulative update. You have to apply the latest update on that particular SQL Server, guys. Okay, it's mandatory. So now you install SQL Server 2016. Customer is asking, I need SQL Server 2016, so install SQL Server 2016. Okay, so once the installation is done, it's your responsibility to patch the SQL Server 2016 with the latest service pack. What is the latest service pack of 2016? SP3 is there. Okay, so imagine SP4 is there. Imagine, okay, up to SP3 only, but imagine SP4 is there. In the future, it might release, okay, SP4 also. Right. Now, if I want to patch my SQL Server 2016 RTM with SP4, is it mandatory to patch with SP1 first, then SP2, then SP3, finally SP4? Is it mandatory, guys?
No.
Try it. Let me know. Just yes or no, no issues. You can try it. Is it mandatory to patch my SQL Server with SP1, SP2, SP3, SP4, or directly I can patch my SQL Server with SP4?
No.
No. No, you can directly patch.
Are you
Not
sure?
not needed because all the bugs were cleared in previous releases. I mean SP 1, 2, 3s.
Okay. 1 minute, guys. Who is this 204994 who joined with password 204994? Someone joined with password, meeting passcode.
Yeah, it's me, Romeo.
Romeo, you have 2 connections are there?
No, only one connection.
No. Someone I can see. I can see your name, okay?
Yeah.
But another one joined with the 204994. Who is that?
Yeah, I think I changed the laptop. Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Joined from laptop. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I changed my laptop. That's right.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, no problem. Okay, so the answer is, okay, so the simple answer is no need to patch all the service packs. Okay, at the time of installation, whatever latest service pack is there, always you have to patch your SQL Server with the latest service pack or latest cumulative update. The same concept is there for cumulative update also. You have to always patch your SQL Server with the latest service pack or latest cumulative update, whatever it is. So this SP4 contains SP1, SP2, SP3, okay, updates, guys. SP3 contains SP1, SP2. SP2 contains SP1 updates, okay. So always the latest version contains the previous version of updates and all. So if the latest version is SP4, on top of RTM, directly you can patch your SQL Server with SP4. No need to again apply patches of SP1, SP2, SP3, guys, okay. You can directly straightforward you can patch your SQL Server 2016 with a SP4. Okay, right. So on top of every version, okay, we will have cumulative updates. I told you, right, service packs are major updates and cumulative updates are minor updates. You don't wait till, okay, next year, right? In case if something goes wrong, your server will be at risk, your system will be at risk, right? So you don't wait till next year, right? So what you have to do, you can use cumulative updates, okay, to apply the patches and all, whatever updates are there. So these cumulative updates will be released, okay, monthly once and all. These cumulative updates will be released monthly once and all. So it depends, okay. Sometimes on SP1, okay, on RTM sometimes 10 cumulative updates will be there. On SP1 15 cumulative updates will be there. On SP3, okay, something like 20 cumulative updates will be there. Or on SP4 the latest version, right? You can see here the latest cumulative updates and all you can see in this. See, on RTM also you'll have cumulative updates. You can see if you click on this link, you'll get the cumulative updates. So if you see on SP1, okay, this is RTM cumulative updates, okay, CU9 up to CU9. Let me modify this sheet so that you'll get clarity. And okay, next SP2 SP1 CU15, okay, it's correct. And SP2 CU17, okay, SP2 CU17. And SP3 no cumulative updates are there, so let it be, okay. And SP4, imagine so now imagine you are using only SQL Server 2016 RTM copy. You are using only SQL Server 2016 RTM copy. Now until next service pack is going to be released, you have to apply the cumulative updates, guys. Again, cumulative update concept is also same. Whatever cumulative update is there, you can apply direct cumulative update, guys. No need to apply CU1, CU2, CU3, CU4. Say for example, now if I am going to install SQL Server 2019, okay, if you see here SQL Server 2019, there is no here. If you see here, SQL Server 2019. 1 minute. This is for SQL Server 2016. Okay. SQL Server 2019. How many updates are there? CU20 up to CU20. CU1. Right. Okay. For SQL Server 2019, there is no concept of service packs, right? Directly we have cumulative updates. Okay. So now when you install 2019 released in the year of 2019, like now it is 2023, 4 years completed. Okay. So now if any customer asked you to install SQL Server 2019, what you have to do? You have to install SQL Server 2019 and again the latest cumulative update you have to install. No need to install CU1, CU2, CU3, CU4. But in case if someone asks you to install SQL Server 2019 today, by today whatever latest update is there, after the installation of that particular SQL Server, you have to patch your SQL Server with the latest service pack cumulative updates, guys. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Any questions, guys? Right. So again, so RTM CU1 is different, SP1 CU1 is different, SP2 CU1 is different, SP3 CU1 is different, SP4 CU1 is different. If you want to apply this CU1, what is the minimum level, guys? If I want to apply this CU1, what is the minimum level? What is the minimum level? SP4. It should be patched with SP4. That's why sometimes when you are patching, you might get errors. Okay, you might get errors. Why? Because you are not using correct patch file. Okay, so don't think SP1 CU1 is different and SP2 CU1 is different. The CU1 is a cumulative update of SP1. The CU1 is a cumulative update of SP2 and this CU1 is cumulative update of SP3. So like that it goes, guys. So whatever service packs are there now if any customer comes to you and asks you to install SQL Server 2016, what you have to do? You have to install SQL Server 2016 and you have to patch your SQL Server. After the installation, you have to patch your SQL Server 2016 with the latest service pack, which is SP4. On top of that, you have to patch your SQL Server with the latest cumulative updates U10. So 2 times you have to do the patching, guys. 2 times you have to do the patching. Once the installation is done, 2 times you have to do the patching. One is with a major update, another one is with a minor update you have to do. Is it clear, everyone? So
Yes.
regularly in the organization we'll do the patchings, guys. Don't think only while installing SQL servers we'll do patchings. No. Whatever servers you installed, imagine you installed 1,000 servers. Okay, you installed 1,000 servers. So daily or weekly or monthly, at least you will install 1-2 servers, right? So whatever servers you installed, all the installed servers you have to patch, right? So regularly, generally, this is a quarterly practice in the organization, guys. Quarterly practice in the organization. What we will do depends upon the organization. Some people will go for quarterly, some people will go for half yearly. So what we will do generally, okay, quarterly we'll pull the list. We'll pull the list. All the versions we'll use tier 25. We'll use as our inventory is very big. We'll use SQL Server 2000 onwards. So we'll pull all the inventory, guys. All the inventory. Okay, 2000 servers. How many servers are there? 2005. How many servers are there? 2008. How many servers are there? And each server is at which level? On 2000, what kind of service packs we applied? Any new updates are there? Okay, no new updates are there. You can leave 2000. 2005, how many servers are supporting on 2005? And any new updates are there, like any new service packs or new cumulative updates are there. So if any new cumulative updates are there for 2005, we will patch whatever servers. Imagine 2005, 100 servers are there. We'll list out all the 100 servers. Okay, this server patched with SP3. Okay, latest is SP4. Okay, this is pending with one service pack. Okay, we'll include that server in the patching list. So like that, we'll prepare the list, guys. Whatever by that time, by for example, this quarter, whatever servers are there in my organization, we will pull the list of all the servers. We'll check each version, each server version until what level it was patched. After that, in case if any new updates came, any type of service packs or cumulative updates came, then we are going to patch the SQL Server with the latest service packs and cumulative updates, guys. Okay, and again I'm saying, so if you download CU10 and if you're trying to apply CU10 and if you don't see any eligible instances, there is a reason that without applying service pack, you are simply applying cumulative updates, guys. So the minimum, if you want to apply this CU20, the minimum version is SP3 you have to apply. Once you patched your SQL Server with SP3, then only you can apply CU20. This is SP3 CU20. Okay, the full name is SP3 CU20, SP4 CU10. Like that it will be, guys. So don't confuse, sir. I have installed SP1. Can I directly update my SQL Server 2016 with SP4 CU10? No, this is not actually CU10. This is SP4 CU10. How come you install this CU10 on SP1, guys? This is a tree. Okay, the branch is SP4. This is the root. The root is SP4 and these are the branches. Okay, so if you want to apply CU10, the root is SP4. First you have to apply with your SP4. So in that way it will work, guys. For up from 2017 onwards, there is no such kind of confusion. Whatever latest cumulative update is there, you can apply the latest. Only once is enough, guys. Up to 2016 you have to patch twice, okay, with latest service pack and with latest cumulative update. But from 2017 onwards, we will patch only once. That too will apply the latest cumulative update. Whatever is latest will apply the latest cumulative update. Is it clear? Any questions? Any doubts?
Sir, there is one question.
Yes, please.
Sir, like in like the real time and the organization, who will monitor that? What is the latest patch, DBA or some other team?
DBA only, DBA. No one will interfere in our duties. That's why I told you, right? We'll prepare a list, quarterly list and a quarterly or half yearly list. For example, I'm using 100 SQL Server 2019s. SQL Server 2019. So not all servers will have same patch level, right? So we'll prepare an Excel sheet like this. Okay, first server. Okay, first server is applied like SQL Server 2019. SQL Server 2019. Okay, server 1 at what level? Server 1. Okay, SQL server 1 at a CU7 level. Okay, server 2 at a CU3 level. Okay, and whatever it is, server 2, server 3, server 4. So imagine, so it is like CU1 and CU9 and CU, like this different versions will be there, different updates will be there, CU8 and CU2. Okay, like see, if you see here, server 1 is having CU7, server 2 is having CU3, means CU7 is applied on server 1, CU3 is applied on server 2. Like this you can see different cumulative updates. What we will do in case if I am patching SQL all these servers today, what is the latest cumulative update? CU20, right? I'll patch all the 6 servers with CU20. Is it clear?
Yes.
So we will only prepare this list. We have to take care of this and we'll patch the SQL servers, guys.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Any other questions, guys? How to get the list of all the servers? Divya, generally in the organization will maintain the inventory. Okay, so they will use some PowerShell scripts and all. Using the PowerShell scripts, they are going to pull the inventory. They can easily track how many servers are there, what kind of versions, or some tools also will be there. Different tools will be there. Okay, in the tools will load all the data. So there also we can see, we can export the data from the tools and also generally the short answer is will maintain the inventory. So inventory means like how many servers are there, what versions are there, what level of patchings applied. So this kind of list will be there, either Excel sheet or some Confluence pages kind of stuff will be there. Okay, so we will maintain using some tools. Okay, right. Any other questions, guys? Is
Sir,
it
we
clear?
will also
Yes, Shanmugh.
Yes, please, please.
yeah, like sir, we also see some patching examples when doing patching or not.
Patching examples means?
Like as you have shown us, like the installation, and we
Of
will
course,
be
why
able to
I
see.
don't show you?
Okay.
Because that is important, right? This and all, like, just a homework. So you have to know all these things, right? Without that, if directly, so this is the patch file, download it and apply. Patching is a 2 minutes work. Download the patch file, next, patch it. But if you don't know the groundwork, what kind of patchings you will apply, what kind of updates you will apply? All the demos will be covered, guys. Nothing to worry. I don't miss anything. Okay. Yes. Any other questions, please? Someone trying to ask question?
Yes, Shanmugh, Satish here.
Yes, Satish, tell me.
Yeah, tell something about PowerShell.
PowerShell? No, this is not a PowerShell class. This is a SQL DBA class. Even I don't know what is PowerShell. I know that is a tool that we can. That is also an application. So we don't cover any PowerShell kind of stuff here in this batch. Okay, so that you have to take a different training and all.
Okay, but give us a small idea about
See,
what is.
PowerShell is a kind of nothing but like a command prompt only. Okay, so you can do whatever you want. Okay, so you can open PowerShell by default. I guess PowerShell will be opened in every OS. Okay, so you can just like Windows PowerShell and all. So you can open. This is kind of a PowerShell, but this is also advanced version of command prompt. Okay, this is an advanced version of command prompt. Whatever you can do in the command prompt, all these things you can do in the PowerShell also. You can write queries, you can execute some scripts and all. So mainly Windows level, what we can say, maintenance level activities. Okay, for example, you want to automate the SQL server. Okay, so for that you have to write some PowerShell scripts to automate the SQL server. Means at one point of time I want to start all my SQL servers, say for example Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, Saturdays and Sundays, generally non-prod machines, there is no use of non-prod machines on Saturdays and Sundays. Non-prod machines who will use, developers will use. Developers, they don't connect on Saturdays and Sundays, right? Weekends, right? So I want to stop all non-prod servers on Friday evening. You can write a PowerShell script and you can execute that script. It will stop all the non-prod servers by Friday evening. Monday morning, again I have to start all the non-prod machines. Okay, you can start all the non-prod machines by running one PowerShell script. Whatever tasks, any Windows level tasks and all, you can do it using PowerShell scripts, guys. Like starting the VMs, stopping the VMs, okay, starting the services, stopping the services, sending emails, sending alerts, everything. It's a kind of a automation tool. PowerShell is a very effective automation tool. It's good to have knowledge on PowerShell. Okay, it's an added advantage if you have knowledge on PowerShell. Fine. Yes. Any other questions? No other questions, guys? Can we proceed?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, so this is all about the introduction about the patchings, updates and all. So let's discuss about the patching precautions. Okay, first we'll discuss about the patching precautions. Then I'll show you how to download a patch file and how to copy to the server and how to apply the patching and all. Okay, fine. So patching precautions are very important, guys. Okay, before patching you have to take some precautions. Will you give a demo of PowerShell? No, Divya, that is not possible. Again, I am not good in PowerShell. Okay, right. So we'll discuss about the precautions, what and all precautions are there. Okay, so before patching, after patching, You have to take care of the things, guys. So it's a kind of a major activity. Okay, so it's very important. So it's a downtime activity. Okay, for standalone SSH, we have, I told you, right, we have two types of machines. One is standalone machines, and cluster VMs, cluster machines. Okay, for standalone machines and all. Okay, so patching is a downtime activity. I'll tell you. Okay, standalone means a single machine. Now you can see this is a single machine, guys. Where is that? This is a single machine, just a VM is there. So in this VM we are managing the SQL servers. In this VM we are managing the SQL servers. Okay, so let me log into this machine. Standalone means simple, guys. You are using one mobile phone with a single SIM. You are using a mobile phone with a single SIM. That is your, what happened to that machine? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 minute. Let me recollect the password. Okay. Right. Okay, so standalone means a single phone with a single SIM, guys. Normal phone with a single SIM. Okay, in case if that SIM doesn't have proper signal and all, so you don't get calls to other SIM, right? We have one more thing called HADR machines. So HADR machines means high availability and disaster recovery. So there is a separate concept. So it will be like it will be covered after this normal topics completed. I'll start HADR concepts. So you will have in all HADR concepts, two servers will be there, like two SIMs. If you are not reachable in one SIM, again you can get the call to another SIM, right? So in the same way, we will have two servers. Primary server will be there, secondary server will be there. If you are patching the primary server, secondary server will take care of the application. If you are patching secondary server, primary server will take care of the application. So those are HADR machines. So if you are patching a non-HADR machines like standalone servers and all, patching is a downtime activity, guys. Downtime activity. What is meant by downtime activity? Can anyone tell me what is meant by downtime activity? What is meant by downtime activity, guys?
Sir, it's like off time when we are not like in daytime we have 9 to 5 and the traffic is there, but after 5 or after like night time or the weekends.
It's not like that. That is like non-business hours. Okay, see, downtime means only one thing, guys. Downtime means when you are doing any type of activity which leads to restart the servers. Okay, that is your downtime. So for example, I am patching SQL server. So before patching SQL server, there is a precautionary step. What is the precautionary step? You have to restart the whole Windows server. So if you restart the whole Windows server, what will happen? If you restart the whole Windows server, what will happen? Whatever application is connected to this database, that application will be down, right? So that is called downtime. Is it clear? So your application is connected to one database server, guys, but you are patching the database server. You are patching that database server. So now while you are patching the database server, patching like it will take 30 minutes, sometimes it will take 45 minutes also. This 45 minutes, your SQL server will keep restarting. If your SQL server is keep restarting, how come the application will be connected to the server? No, right? So that's why we'll stop the application. So till the activity is going to complete, we are going to stop the application, or will inform to application team, hey, we are starting the patching, so that they will aware of it. So they don't do or they don't touch the application until the patching is going to be completed. So downtime is nothing but, so in case if your server is not available for some time because of some activities or because of some troubleshooting, so that time is called downtime. The server is not available. How much time the server is not available? Okay, the time frame will be there, right? 30 minutes or 1 hour. That 1 hour down, that 1 hour time you can call it as a downtime. Down, server will be down. How many hours it will be down? 1 hour. How many minutes or 30 minutes it will be down? So that is called downtime, guys. How much time the server won't be available, that much time you can call it as a downtime. Okay, fine. So now SQL Server patching is a downtime activity. SQL Server patching or Windows patching, both are downtime activities only. You have to restart the SQL Server, you have to restart the Windows machine and all. So restarting causes downtime, guys. Simple definition is a restart of the application or restart of the server is a downtime activity. So patching means you have to restart the Windows server. So definitely it's a downtime activity. So what kind of precautions you have to take while patching the SQL server? Why? Because it's a critical activity. It's not simple activity, it's a critical activity, guys. Okay, so you have to take some precautions. You have to take some precautions, okay, to complete the patching and all. So what kind of precautions you have to take? Before patching and after, before and after patching. Okay, right. So now I want to patch the SQL server, guys. Imagine now I want to patch the SQL server. So in this machine, how many servers are there? Currently, how many SQL servers are installed in this machine?
One.
Only one, right? How many I can install?
49.
49, 50, total 50 I can install.
Yes.
If you go for my local server, local laptop, in the local laptop also I installed SQL servers, right? So let's check the local laptop instances. So now tell me how many SQL servers are installed in this machine, guys. How many SQL servers installed in this machine?
6.
6. How many SQL servers installed in this machine? Can anyone tell me the answer? How many SQL servers installed in this laptop?
2.
2. Why 6?
Okay.
Why it is 6? Please tell me why. We have already discussed this concept. When you install
Yes,
SQL
yes.
server, how many services you will get it? We have already discussed this concept. Now again, now if you tell 6 means, okay, it's waste of discussing such kind of concepts. So if you see here SQL server, okay, how many SQL server services you can see? SQL server only, not agent, browser, CEIP, VSS writer, only SQL server. In the brackets, instance name will be there. In the brackets, instance name will be there. So you can see one SQL server service, another SQL server service. So these two are database engine services. Two main services are there. So two instances installed in this machine. Two instances installed in this machine. Now imagine you are patching one instance, guys. So before patching, what you have to do? You have to restart the whole Windows machine, right? So when you restart the whole Windows machine, all the instances that are running in that machine will be restarted, right? Agreed or not? So this is main important precaution step, guys. So what you have to do, check how many instances are up and running. Check before patching. Again, patching is a change request, guys. Patching can be done using a change request. So this is a one more step I want to add. If you want to patch like installation, while installing SQL Server, you will raise a change request, right? In the same way, before patching the SQL Server, you have to raise a change request. You have to raise a change request. So once you raise this change request will go to CAB meeting. Okay, change advisory board. So they are going to approve your change. Once the change is approved, then you are good to start the change. This is the process. Also you have to be very clear, guys. Okay, before I want to patch one SQL server, so what you have to do, you have to check that SQL server, what kind of patching is already applied, what type of patch you want to apply, make a note of it. And first you have to send, every application will have application owner, right? Every server will have server owner. Imagine Mark is the server owner for 192. 168.137.37. What is our server IP address? 45. Okay, Mark is the server owner of this server, guys. 192.167. So how we get to know? Again, inventory will be there. In that inventory list, who is the owner of that server will be mentioned. Okay, in the organization will manually maintain one inventory list. You cannot check in the SQL server. So we are going to mention, we are going to maintain one sheet. In that sheet, the server name, application owner name, database owner name, DB team name, emergency contact numbers. Generally, people will maintain all this information for safe side in case if something goes wrong. In while doing troubleshooting, you want to restart the server. So you cannot restart it without having proper business owner approvals. So to whom we have to contact to take the approvals? So in that inventory list, customer business owner number will be mentioned, email ID will be mentioned. You have to send an email to that customer. Hey, we are troubleshooting the server. As part of troubleshooting, we have to restart the server. Can you please give approvals to restart the server? Like that, you have to send an email. Like in case if Mark is server owner, you have to send an email to Mark. So Mark is going to approve. Okay, he will check why you have to restart and all. Then based on that activity you are doing, he is going to approve, guys. So once he approved, then you are proceed. You are good to do the restart and all. In the same way, if you are patching this 192.168.137.45, you have to send an email to Mark. Before patching, you have to send an email. Hey Mark, so there is a SQL server in this machine which is running at SQL Server 2019 cumulative update 5. Imagine cumulative update 5, or there is a SQL Server 2022 in this VM. So we have to patch this SQL Server 2022 with the latest cumulative update, which is CU3, and patching is a downtime activity. Can you please let me know when we can apply patchings on that server? Okay, so Mark will check your email. He will check whether this server is a production server or non-production server. If it is a production server, he will ask you to apply patches on the weekends like Saturdays and Sundays. If it is a production server, if it is a non-production server, then he will tell you, okay, depends. Sometimes customers will approve on the same day. Sometimes customers will give you a time frame. Okay, this server currently we are using, you can apply patches today after 6 p.m. after business hours, you can patch it, or tonight at 12 o'clock, tonight at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, like that. One time frame will be given by Mark. Okay, once you got approvals from Mark, then you have to raise a change request. In that change request, you have to attach the approvals of Mark, and you have to select the date and time frame. For example, Mark gave the time frame like today, Friday, right? Friday night 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. like that. Mark will send an email. Hey DBA team, you are good to patch this server today or Friday night 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. So by that time, no users will be connected to this server. You can apply patches and all. Then we have to raise a change request with this time frame. Okay, so we have to raise a change request. Change request you can raise using ServiceNow tool. If possible, at the end of the classes, I'll show you what is an incident, what is change request, how it will be. Like it's a self-explanatory tool, guys. Very simple tool, you can easily understand. So at the end of the classes, I'll tell you some ITIL process. Okay, SLAs, ITIL process, incidents, change tickets, C tasks, SC tasks, request items. Okay, all these things will be discussed at the end of the course, guys. Maybe last class or last but one class, I'm going to explain about this process. Right, you have to raise a change request, and this change request, every week CAB meetings will be there in the organization. Change advisory board. So they are going to check, okay, Satish is doing patching on the server. So Satish raised a change request. Satish has to join the CAB meeting. Satish has to justify, okay, why you are doing patching. CAB people, big people will be joined, guys, in this CAB meeting. Director level, vice president, VP level, okay, managers and all will be joined in this CAB meeting, and they will ask, hey Satish, is it really mandatory to patch the server? Okay, you can tell, okay, yes, it's mandatory, otherwise security vulnerability, security issues and all will get. So like that, if you tell na, they are going to approve your change. Once change is approved, then you are good to proceed with the change, guys. This is the process that you have to follow. Okay, so you have to, without following the process means it will be very difficult, guys. Very, very difficult. Why? Because process is very important. That is the difference between, okay, a fake guy and a genuine guy. Genuine guy, he may not know all the stuff, guys, but he know the process. He know how to proceed. Fake guy, he might have very good knowledge, but he don't know the process, right? So in this training, I'll cover process as well as technical things also. Okay, chalo, this is the process. Any questions here, guys? Any questions here?
Sir, any automation possible?
To patch, yes, automation is possible. Some organizations will go for automation also, but the challenge is generally Windows team will do patchings using PowerShell scripts. Okay, but the challenge is you have to list out all the servers and you have to take approvals from multiple owners. Why? Because one server owner will be taken care by one owner and another server will be taken care by another owner. So you have to get approvals from all the owners and all. But again, we are not going to cover any automation of patchings. I'll tell you a manual patching only. Okay. Yes, the answer is automation is possible. Using PowerShell, you can automate. You can patch the SQL servers and Windows servers as well. Right. Okay. And PowerShell is a scripting language, guys. PowerShell is a scripting language. It's not like a GUI and all that I can show you right click and all. Okay, that is not going to work. It's a scripting language. You should be good in scripting. Right. Fine. So any doubts, guys? Still here? Any doubts? Any issues? Right. So the precautions will be, check how many instances are running. How many instances are running in that VM, in the virtual machine. Say for example, now I want to patch the SQL server, right? Now I have to check how many instances are running. If one instance is running means fine, guys. This is my server, okay? But in my local laptop, see, 2 instances are running. So for this instance, Mark might be owner. For this instance, Smith might be the owner. So you are going to restart the whole laptop. So you have to take approval. Say for example, now I am the owner of my laptop. So in case I gave you task, hey, please patch one of the server. So what you have to do? You have to send an email to me. We are going to patch this server. So 2 instances are there. So before patching, the server is going to be rebooted. Is that okay? Is that fine with you? Like that, you have to take an approvals from me. Okay, so then I'm going to approve it. Okay, I'll check that. I'll ask when you are going to patch it, how much time it will take and all. Then based on that inputs, I'm going to approve the activity, guys. In the same way, you have to check how many instances are running in that VM. Okay, fine. This is one important precautionary check. And you have to also check what is the status of all the services. What is the status of all the services? See, guys, sometimes after patching, again you have to restart the Windows machine. See, what is the status, guys? This service is running, this is not running, and this is running CAP service, and this is running VSS writer service. Before patching, what is the status of the services? After patching also same status should be there. Before patching, what is the status of, okay, services, like some of the services are running, some of them are not running. After patching also same services, same state should be there. Why? For example, when you restart the server, this agent service might be down. So after patching, again you have to go to this services.msc section and you have to make sure whether all this, before patching what is the state, after patching also same state is there or not, you have to check, guys. Okay, so this is one more check. And second check is you have to see the database states, guys. You have to check the database states. How many databases are there? How many of them are online? How many of them are offline? How many of them are read only? How many of them are what other states will be there? Offline, online, read only, standby. So these are different states will be there for databases. So you have to make sure, again, before patching what is the state, after patching also same state should be there, guys. Imagine I have 10 databases in my SQL server. In the SQL server I have 10 databases. Out of 10, 8 databases are online, 2 are offline. After patching also, same state should be there. Whatever databases are online before patching, after patching also, same state. So it's always good to take a snippet of that particular screen. So if you save it, why? Because imagine you patched without checking these services, you patched the SQL Server, guys. Now one of the services in stop. After restart of the server, one of the services stopped, guys. What you will think? What you will think? Whether it was stopped because of the patching or before itself it was stopped state, you don't know, right? So if you take a snippet of this section screen, then after patching you can easily verify, and okay, these services out of 6, 5 are up and running, 1 is not running. Okay, after patching also you will cross check whether 5 are up and running or not, and 1 is not running state or not. You will cross check, guys. In the same way, you have to take the snapshot of the databases, okay, so that after patching, okay, so you don't be in confused state whether how many of them are offline, whether these databases went offline because of the patching or what, like that you will be confused. Okay, so before patching itself, if you take a snapshot of the databases, that will be good. Otherwise you can run sp_helpdb command. There also you can check how many databases are online, offline and all. You can check based on that output also. You can, in case, sir, I'm having 200 databases, how many snippets I have to take, how many screenshots I have to take, run sp_helpdb. Okay, you will get the output. Save this output. See here, status online, online. You can see here. Save this output. Right click, you can save this output. Okay, yes, here if you right click now, so you can copy with the headers. Total table will be copied, and you can copy to any Excel sheet, and you can save this after patching also. Make sure the same state is there. If you don't check the database states, imagine one database is offline after patching. You checked one day, OA rooms is showing offline. So what you will think? Whether it was offline before patching or because of patching it went offline, you will be in confused state, right? You will try to make it online, which is not possible, or which you cannot do it. So because to avoid this kind of confusion, better take a snippet or a screenshot of the services and databases. And one more check is, you have to make sure enough free space is there in the C drive. Enough free space, at least 3 GB free space should be there. At least 3 GB free space should be there. Okay, so if you don't have 3 GB free space in the C drive, don't proceed to patch. Then how to fix that issue, guys? If there is no free space in the C drive, how to fix it, how to patch? How to fix it, guys? There is less free space in the drive. How you are going to fix that issue?
So we have to inform to the manager for the releasing
Why
space.
manager will release the space or what? You can inform to Windows team or storage team. If it is C drive, you can mostly Windows and storage teams both are same only, but still if they are different, if it is C drive, you have to inform to Windows team. They are going to either clean the C drive, or they are going to either extend the C drive. If it is some other drives, no issues, guys. Only C drive you have to take care of it. Make sure at least 3 GB free space is there. I know some of the patches failed because of less free space in the C drive. This is my whole, see guys, no one will tell you this many precautions and all. Simply patch means download the patch file, copy the patch file, open the patch file, setup file, right click, next, install the patch. That's it. But whatever issues I faced in my 10 years career, I am gathering all the issues while almost I patched 2000 servers till now, 2000 servers till now. So a lot of issues I got. So because of, if you check all these things before itself, you can easily skip those issues. You can avoid those issues. You don't get any issues and all before and after patching. Okay, so enough free space is there or not, you have to check, guys. So how much free space should be there? Minimum 3 GB. Okay, and if it is less than at least 2 GB, don't proceed, guys. See, up to 2 say, imagine 2 to 3 GB free space is there, at least you can try. But less than 2 GB means don't proceed. Definitely it will be failed. So make sure to take the Windows team help to extend the C drive. then you can proceed to patch, guys. And again, don't do, for example, if your activity is scheduled tonight at 2 a.m. So now if you at 1 a.m. you connected to the server and you found there is less free space in the C drive. Okay, now you are going to take Windows team help, right? So by that time, if no Windows team or storage team is available, how come you are going to patch the server? So that's why before patching, like tomorrow you are going to patch, means today itself you have to cross check all these things, so that you will have time to follow up with the other teams and all, and they are going to help you to fix it. You will have only 2 hours or 3 hours downtime, guys. So in that downtime, if no one is, if C drive is almost full, it's very common in the organization, C drive generally it will be full. So you are seeking help from Windows team. No Windows team is available. Why? Because that is at night time. Only one Windows guy is available and he is busy with other changes and all. He is not going to help you. So you don't have any other way. You have to cancel the change. Again, your manager will ask, it will be escalated to higher authorities, why you cancel the change, why you didn't check it properly before patching itself. These kind of, okay, things will come into the picture. It will keep your job at risk. So before patching, 24 hours before itself, you have to check all these things, guys. Okay, so you'll have a buffer time and you can cross check with other teams and all if you need any help from other teams, guys. Any questions, any doubts? Any doubts, guys? No doubts? Are we good? Okay, right. So other precautions like so you have to run select at version. Okay, select at version. So run this query before patching and check whether this version, whatever version you can see here, see RTM copy. This is the first 2022 copy I installed in this machine, so you can see RTM. Okay, and what is the number it is showing? Build number it is showing here 16.0.1000.6. 16.0.1000.6. So this number and this number, 1 minute. Okay, who is that? Clear sir? No problem. Hotfix is a regular updates. To do that, should we follow all this procedure? Yes, Divya. Regular updates means not daily. Okay, hotfixes generally very rarely will apply. Very rarely Microsoft will release hotfixes and all, like GDRs, QFS and all. Remaining service packs are use cumulative updates. Process is same, guys. There is no different process of patching your SQL Server with a service pack and cumulative update and hotfix. Precautions are same, process is same, the way that you are going to do is also same. Everything is same. Sir, you shown me how to patch SQL Server with CU. Can you show me how to patch SQL Server with service pack also? Same process, same precautions, only file will be different. Instead of CU, you have to download service pack file. That's it. Instead of CU, you have to download QFE file. Instead of CU, you have to download GDR file. That's it. Only file will be different, remaining everything is same. Okay, right. Now, let me show you this one. Oh, come on. Right. Okay, so now number that you can see here, bill number and this number, both should be same, guys. Both should be same. Sir, is there any chance that both are different? Yes, there is a chance. There is a chance. When the last time you applied the patch, sometimes see the states of patchings will be like this. Either the patching will be succeeded or it will be failed. Generally, you know these two states, right? But there is one more state called partially succeeded. Partially succeeded. Sometimes patchings will be partially successful, guys. If patchings are partially successful, it will show different number here, it will show different number here. But actually both should show same number when if it is successful completely. But if it is partially successful, in the object explorer, this is object explorer, in the object explorer it will show different bill number. In the select at version output, it will show different bill number. So before patching, you have to check these two numbers, you have to compare these two numbers, both are same or not. Mostly 99% is it will be same, guys. Very rarely you will get these issues. Again, very rarely. Whatever I'm telling, whatever we are discussing, these issues you will get very rarely, guys. Okay, but it's a safe mechanism so that you don't experience such kind of issues in the future. Your patchings will be succeeded 100% success rate. So that's why we have to check this number and this number before start patching. So both are same means you can proceed for patching. Both are different means what I have to do? I have to remove the old patch. I will show you how to remove the old patch and all. Then I have to apply the latest patch. Okay. This is one more precautionary method that you have to do, guys. Okay. And here, let me show you one more thing. And after that, you have to also check selected server name. Selected server name also you have to check. Same concept. Okay, again same concept. Clear all drawings, right? So the server name that you can see in the object explorer and the server name that you can see in the query results, both should be same, guys. Both should be same. One day what happened while patching the SQL server, it is failing, guys. It is failing while patching the SQL server, it is failing. We checked all the health checks and all, everything is looking good. This is the first time the issue I faced. Okay, everything I did, but still patching is failing. Not sure, I didn't even get the hint also. Because of this also patching will be failed, I don't know by that time. So while doing health checks, unexpectedly I ran this query selected server name. Okay, then in the query results it is showing a different server name. In the object explorer it is showing a different server name. Then I got the solution. Okay, server names are different. In the SQL server it is showing different server name. In the query results it is showing different server name. So first we have to fix that issue, then only we can proceed for patching. In what reason, in what case generally we can see different server names, guys? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me in what case generally we can see different server names here? What is my computer name? How to check the computer name? Can anyone tell me? What is the command to check the computer name?
Host name.
Host name. Okay, I have to execute host name. Right. Windows R, in the command prompt I have to type cmd host name. This is one way. Okay, or else, okay, this is my laptop one. Okay, let me open the server. cmd host name. Right, this is my server host name. Okay, and you can also check in the this PC properties. If you go and check the this PC, there also you can check the this PC properties, or you can use MS Info 32 also. Okay, Windows R MS Info 32 also you can use. There also you can see the server name. See, this is the server name. System name or server name, both are same. So now if you see in the this PC properties, it is showing device name. So what happened is someone from Windows team changed the server name. Is it possible to change the Windows server name? Yes, it is possible. So someone from the Windows team, they changed the server name. This is a old server. Someone from Windows team, what they did is they changed the server name. But after changing the server name, actually they have to inform to SQL DBA team. They didn't inform us. So here it is showing new server name. Whatever server they changed, the new server name it is showing here. But in the tables, in the query results, it is showing the old server name. Okay. So because of that issue, patching is failing, guys. Then after 1-2 days of troubleshooting, then we fix that issue. What we have to do is you have to drop the old server name. Okay, what is the command? sp_drop server name, old server name. Imagine this is the old server name. Imagine, okay, old server name, and you have to add the new server name. sp_add server, new server name. Imagine batch49 is the new server name. Okay, comma local is the command. So you have to run these two commands. Okay, in case if the server names are showing different. Okay, You have to make sure replace the server names, guys. Don't use the same server names. And restart the Windows machine. Then check the selected server name again and make sure both are showing different or not. So in that way, you can first fix that issue, then you can proceed for patching. This why I am telling all these things, guys. I don't need it generally. You can proceed. You can just patching. We can complete in 5 minutes. But why? Why? Because in the entry they will ask while patching, did you face any issues? Tell me any 2 issues while patching you faced. Why? Because you're having 4-5 years of experience. Definitely, okay. You might face some issues. Tell me. You cannot say I don't face any issues. Everything is smooth. No. If you like 4-5 issues we discussed, if you tell all these or 1 or 2 from these examples, if you tell to them, they will be very happy. They will came to know that you are a genuine candidate, or at least you will impersonate like a genuine candidate. Okay, so that is how it is going to work. So tell to write down all these things, okay, and make sure in case if they are asking, can you tell me any 2 issues you faced while patching, and you can tell, okay, server name issue, server bill number issue, okay, disk space issue. You can tell all these issues, guys. Okay, chalo, these are the precautions that you have to check before patching. Okay, and try to copy the softwares before a day itself. Okay, why? Because you have to copy the softwares from the shared path. Sometimes if the shared path doesn't have access to the server, then how you are going to copy? Without copying the service pack or cumulative update file, how you will patch? You cannot patch, right? So if you want to patch, means you should have service pack file or cumulative update file. So how you are going to copy? Using shared path. Shared path, sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't work. Night time at 2 o'clock you are doing patching, you want to copy the service pack or cumulative update, but unfortunately the shared path is not working on that server. Who will help you on that time, during that time? No one will be available, right? So you have to make sure before itself copy the service pack files, cumulative update files, whatever files you are trying to patch, try to copy the files before a day itself. So in case if there is no permission issues or if the path is not working, you can ask your colleagues any other path is there, or you can ask network team to give access on that particular shared path on that so and so server, and also they are going to help you out. Last minute you don't keep it, guys. Okay, these are the main precautions while patching the SQL Server. Okay, so let's go for a break, guys. Let's take a break of 15 minutes, come back after 15 minutes. I'll show you how to download a patch file, and then I'll show you how to patch SQL Server. Okay, I'll be in mute and the recording will be paused. Right, any questions, guys? Any questions, any doubts? Any questions, doubts? No questions? Are we good? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, bro.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Drinking water. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so now I'll show you how to download a patch. Okay, so sometimes your colleague or your team lead and all will ask you, please download the patches and keep it in the shared location and all. So in that case, how to download any patch and all? Okay, very simple, guys. As discussed, we'll use SQL Server. Generally we'll use Microsoft website, but this website SQL Server builds.blogspot, this is a blogspot, guys. This also you can use. Okay, this will be routed to the Microsoft website. Whatever service pack you want to download, whatever cumulative update you want to download, you can just go to this SQL Server builds.blogspot.com. So now I want to download SQL Server 2022. Okay, so now if you see here, this U3 is released on 1st April, and if you click on this SQL Server 2022, you can see what and all updates released till now. Okay, so if you see here, see on 14th February 2023 they released GDR. You can see here general distribution release. and on 16th, after 2 days, okay, they release CU1, guys. And again 15/3, after 1 month of CU1, 16, right? After 1 month of CU1, 15/3, they released CU2. After 1 month of CU2, this was released 15/3, and after 1 month you can see 13/4, you can see CU3 was released. In the same way, you can check, guys. If you want to download previous cumulative updates and all, you can download it. Okay, so by just selecting that particular link, I want to download CU1 means you can simply select CU1 and all. Now I want to download CU3. You can see here in the brackets latest CU and all. Okay. In the same way, if you want to download for other versions also, you can just select that version. Okay, whatever download you want to download, you can see here C1, C2, C3. So if you see here 29, 28, 27, 26 like that, you can see in between you can see hot fixes and all, on-demand hotfix. Oh, very nice. On-demand hotfix. You can see here, guys, different updates you can see. So generally we'll use latest update only, but if you still want to download a old update, a previous update and all, you can still download like this. Okay, so now I'm going to download CU3, guys. Click on this CU3 link. Automatically it will be routed to the Microsoft website. And again, guys, while downloading anything from the Google or while copying any scripts from the Google, make sure from which website you are downloading, guys. It's very important. Okay, don't download from other third-party sites and all, very risky kind of thing. Okay, so be very sure, guys. Make sure whether you are downloading it from proper domain or not. You can see here this is a Microsoft.com domain, so you can happily download. So you can see here every update will have a number. Every update will have a number. That number is called KB article, KB knowledge base. Okay, every update will have a number, and Microsoft will tell you if you apply this CU3, what kind of bugs and all will be fixed. It will tell you, guys. Here if you go down, see bug reference. Okay, what it is going to fixes a failure in SQL Server analysis services that you encounter after you rename the partitions to the some bug is there in the analysis services, SQL 2022 analysis services, some bug is there that you can fix using this cumulative update. And related to SQL Server integration services, one more bug is there. See here, related to the database engine, fixes a memory leak issue that you encountered when configuring SQL Server log shipping that's in standby or read only. So in case if you are facing any issues, okay, generally in any topic, if you are facing any errors, any issues and all, one of the troubleshooting step is you have to patch your SQL Server with the latest updates. See, for example, there is a memory leak. There is a memory leak in the SQL Server. Imagine what is memory leak and all will be discussed in the performance tuning classes. But imagine there is an issue. Okay, so you tried all the ways, but still it is not going to fix. What is the fix for this? You have to apply patching. You have to apply patching. You have to apply the latest cumulative update. So in that way only it is going to fix. See, message 7320 level 16. So remote query error if you are getting in the OLEDB. So to fix this kind of issues and all, you have to use, okay, this CU3, guys. In the same way, you can see message 110813 level 16, object reference not set to an instance of an object. To fix this kind of errors and all, you have to always. So to fix some of the errors, okay, or bugs, the one of the troubleshooting step is you have to apply the latest update, either it is a cumulative update or service pack or QFE or GDR, whatever it is. So you have to apply the latest update. So if you go down, you can see all the bugs and all. No one will ask you what and all bugs it is going to fix, guys, just for to get an idea. Okay, fixes an issue where the msSQL.config commands give incorrect errors even if they succeeded on Linux, in case any Linux issues are there. So it will fix, guys. Like this you can see all the, see, adds a new feature, adds a new features that helps parallelize the version cleaner, which will help to clean up the stale versions faster on databases that have the persistent version store. So this is related to the version store and also it is going to fix. Now I want to download, right? So Control F, just simply type download. Control F, download. Okay. So now you can see download. Just hit enter. See here, See, the download the latest cumulative update package for SqlServer 2022 now. Click on this link. Okay, now you can see it will ask you to choose the language. Select English language and you can proceed to download, guys. Okay, now you can see language, okay, English, and download. That's it. So very easy to download, guys. Nothing to worry. So no need to break your heads and all. Simply go to Google, and sometimes they will ask you, okay, what will be the size of the patch file, like that they will ask, guys. So generally service packs will be in a range of 700 MB to 1 GB. Cumulative updates will be in a range of 500 up to 500 MB, guys. Okay, you can tell any value, but generally they will ask. It's not massive. CU22, what is the size of CU22? SQLServer 22 CU3, what is the size of that patch file? If they ask, it's not mandatory to tell you like 358 MB. You cannot remember that many values. Okay, you can roughly tell 400 MB or 500 MB. CUs means up to 500 MB. You can tell that is a reasonable value. Service packs means up to 1 GB. You can tell that will be a reasonable value. Right, guys. Okay, so now it's downloaded. You can see. Okay, so what you can do is click on show in folder and go to that folder and copy this service pack cumulate update. Okay, Control C or right click copy and go to the server and you can paste it. So now you can paste from local to server, guys, but in the organization you have to use shared path only. Okay, so I'm going to paste it on the desktop. Right click, paste it. As you connected through RDP, if you connected through RDP, you can paste, guys. From local to server you can paste, but if you don't connect, if you're unable to connect, if you're unable to use RDP connection, then you have to install guest editions. You have to install guest editions, Oracle VirtualBox guest editions, only to practice, not in the organization. In the organization will have shared path. So once you downloaded this cumulative update, you will copy to the shared path. That shared path will be accessible from across all the servers. Okay, fine, guys. Any questions, any doubts in downloading cumulative update 2? Hey, shut up. Shut. Okay, guys. Any questions, any doubts?
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Guys, you listen some background noise. Please don't mind. Right. Okay, so it was copied, guys. Okay, so now what I can do, I can start patching. Right, before patching you can see the number and all. Okay, 1000.6, and you can see the version also. So if you see the version, you can see only RTM. Okay, so now let's start patching, guys. Okay, everything is ready now. You just started, you are now ready to implement the change now. So what you have to do is go to that server, whatever file you copied. Okay, open that file with run as admin mode. Hello. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Right, okay. So again, before and after patching, what we have to do, guys? What is the main check before and after patching? What we have to do?
That go to services and
No,
check
no, no,
the
not that one, not that. That's okay that we are going to check all those things. Other than that, before and after patching, we have to do one thing, very important task, that is
database
no,
response
no, 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 no,
updates.
no. That is okay.
You
That
have
is okay. That is a
you
two
have
check.
to raise
Yes.
the change request.
No, no, no. That is also okay. That's not I'm asking. One more task will be there.
That is not.
One more task. Let me give you a hint.
Check the machine name and explorer name.
Sorry?
Like check the machine name
No, no, no,
and
no, no. That's okay. That's okay. No, no. That is also that's okay. Those are all pre-checks. But before and after patching, you have to do one thing. You can see on the screen. You can see the hint also.
Restart.
Very good. Very
Restart.
good. Very good. You have to restart the server. Okay? You have to restart the Windows server. That is mandatory, guys. You have to restart the Windows server before and after patching. Okay, so you can see here, if you don't restart, what will happen? This check will be failed. Goodbye, Tali. This check will be failed. If you don't restart, what will happen? This check will be failed. So what is the solution? You have to restart it. So better before patching if you restart, and this check will be succeeded. And after patching also you have to restart it. For example, if we are patching with a service pack and cumulative update at a time. So first you have to apply service pack. First you have to reboot the server, apply the service pack, reboot the server again, apply the cumulative update, reboot the server again. Why? Because you're applying two updates. One is service pack. So before updating service pack, before applying service pack, you have to reboot, right? So once you will reboot, and after applying service pack, you have to reboot, right? So it's like after applying service pack, you will reboot once, and after that you have to apply cumulative update, right? You will apply cumulative update and then again you will reboot. So 3 times you have to reboot if you are applying service pack with cumulative update. If you are applying only cumulative update, 2 times you will reboot. One is before patching, another one is after patching. Right, next. I accept the license terms, guys. Choose next. And here if you can see MS SQL Server. So listen carefully here. So if you see here MS SQL Server, sometimes you can see the instance name, but you cannot select or unselect. Why? May I know the reason? Imagine, I'll give you the hint also. Imagine now I'm applying SQL Server 2022. Imagine 2 instances are there in my machine. 2 instances are there. One is SQL Server 2022. Okay. Which is RTM copy. Another one is SQL Server 2022 CU3 copy. CU3 copy. So now imagine in my machine like that 2 instances are there. Now I can able to select one instance, but I can unable to select another instance. This instance I'm unable to select. What is the reason? Can anyone tell me? I am unable to select this instance. Very simple. You can easily tell the answer. Huh? Sorry.
I think that was because it will be like RTM. It will be just applicable on the RTM, not on the.
Correct. Okay, so this is already CE3, right? It's already patched, right? Right? This is RTM. Only this instance you can select. This instance you cannot select. If you are unable to select means don't worry. Okay. If you are unable to select means this instance is not eligible to patch. Okay, this instance is not eligible to patch. That's why you're unable to select. Sometimes you're unable to select the instances because of that reason. Okay, so now only one instance is there, which is default instance. So you can go next, and it will again go for some checks. It will check the files and all. Any files are in use, no problem, we can proceed. Why? Because we have already took the proper approvals and all. Even though any files are there, no issues for us, you can simply proceed for the next. Right, okay, so you can go to next. Right, go to next. Now this is the final screen. Action is equal to patch, you can see. Remember this step, okay? Action is equal to patch. I'll show you how to remove the patch also. So there the step will be different. Remove patch, you can see there. Okay, click on update button. That's it, guys. In this way you can do patching. Patching is very simple, but again you have to check all these precautions and all for a successful patch. Otherwise you are going to face some issues, especially while patching old servers. Don't miss any of the precautionary steps that we discussed, guys. Very important. The old servers means very risky. Okay, so that's why make sure to follow all the precautionary steps before and after patching the SQL server. Generally patching will take 15 to 30 minutes, depends upon the server. Sometimes if the server is big, it will take 45 minutes also. If the server is small, generally it will take 10 minutes or 15 minutes it will take, guys. Okay, now our server is very small, right? So it don't take much time. Hardly it will take 10 minutes time to complete the patching. So after patching, how to verify whether patch is successfully verified or not? In case if patching is failed, where to check? Can anyone tell me the answer? During installation we discussed about 2 files. So where to check whether installation is succeeded or not? In case if installation is failed, where to check? Forget about patching, I'm asking about installation.
In path summary.
Very good. In summary.txt file. Next after that, other than summary.txt file, we'll check in one more file.
Error file.
Where is the error file? Detail.txt. Who said detail.txt? Who said, guys? This is called who is that? Venkata. Okay, no, some female voice I heard, right? Okay, fine. So this is called confidence, guys. This is called confidence. If you are unable to tell your name, why? That's okay, fine. So detail.txt, you can check the patching errors in the summary.txt file. That is one area that will concentrate in case if any failures or if any errors are there. We'll check first. We'll check the summary.txt file, and then we'll check the detail.txt also. So these two files you can see in the setup bootstrap folder. Okay, you can see these two files in the setup bootstrap folder. So other than these two areas, we will also check in the event viewer. Like How we will check installation errors? Again, I am saying for installations, for patchings, for upgradations, okay, for remove patchings, for uninstallations, for all these 5 installations, uninstallations of SQL Server, patching and remove patching, and for SQL Server upgradations. For all these 5 tasks, in case if they are succeeded or failed, if you want to check, means where to check, guys? First place is summary.txt file, second place is detail.txt file, third place is event viewer. Okay, event viewer. How to open event viewer in the server? Just hit the Windows button, just type event. Okay, just type event. Okay, you will get it. It's coming, 1 minute, it's coming. Yeah, so you can check here in the event viewer also, you can enable the filter. Okay, so from the filter you can check the SQL related errors. Event viewer is like a Windows tool. event vwr. Okay, so if you select this one, so this is Windows level area, guys. Okay, summary.txt, detail.txt, both are related to the SQL Server components. But whereas event viewer, Windows level tool, where you can check all the application related errors in the event viewer. So SQL Server is also an application, right? So SQL Server related errors also you can check in the event viewer. Where to check exactly in the event viewer? Open Windows logs, open application logs. Okay, there you can see lot of application related errors and all, but we have to check only SQL related errors, right? So we have to filter it. I'll show you how to filter, where to filter. Okay, so in case if anyone is asking where to check installation errors, uninstallation errors, patching errors, upgradation errors, what is the answer, guys? Can you tell me the answer? What is the answer?
There are 3
First
ways.
is,
There.
first is
Summary
summary.txt, next is
detail.txt file.
detail.txt, the third one is
Event viewer.
event viewer in the Windows logs. Okay, event viewer in the Windows logs, Windows application logs, you have to check, guys. Okay, it is taking time to load. Okay, that's fine, let it be. Once it is loaded, I'll show you. Okay,
Sir, you mentioned like 5 events there, like 5 things like installation, add patching, remove patching, upgrading. What is the fifth one? Fifth one is
upgradation of SQL Server, upgrading, in place upgradation, migration concept will be there. Okay, upgradation, not patching. Patching is different, upgradation is different. Okay, upgradation. Like I want to see, patching means it will simply apply the updates.
right.
Upgradation means, for example, now I am using SQL 2017. I want to upgrade this 2017 to 2022. That is called upgradation. Okay, I am using 2012. Currently, I am using SQL Server 2012. I want to upgrade this 2012 to 2019. That is called upgradation. If you are changing one version to another version, that is upgradation. If you are applying the updates, that is a patching. Okay, there is a difference between patching and upgradation. Okay, right. Yes, any questions?
Yeah, sir, like you said, there are 5 things are there for which we can check by using the summary .txt, detail.txt file. So those 5 things are, can you repeat those one again?
See, go through, see, one thing I'll tell you. Okay, so I don't know whether you missed or what. Installations, have you attended the classes? Installation.
Yeah, no, I am clear,
Okay,
but like just you just said all together. Just I copied everything, but just it's just 4 there. I said the 4, like installation is there, add patching, remove patching, and
that's it. See, installations, add patching, remove patching, installations, uninstallations. Installations we have discussed,
oh,
and installations we'll discuss at the end of the course. Patching we discussed, remove patching we'll discuss now. Upgradation we'll discuss. Okay.
okay.
So these are 5. For all these 5, we'll check the errors in summary.txt. You can see here. See, once
Just
the patching is successfully completed, make sure all the components are successfully patched. Even one component is failed, your patching is partially successful, which is not good, which is not recommended. Okay, make sure all the components are succeeded. Make sure you see green checks for all the components. Even though if one check is failed, red check you can see, that means partially successful. Partially success means what? You have to remove the old patch and you have to again reinstall the new patch. See here, once the activity is completed, you can see a summary.txt file is generated. Okay, summary.txt file. You can click on this, it will show you, it will open a notepad. Okay, there in that notepad you can see final result is passed. Passed means succeeded. Okay, so if it is failed and all, it will show you what kind of errors, what is the error, why it was failed and all, it will show you in this file. This is one file. Other than this, see, next time I don't show you, this is second time I am showing you. Okay, open my computer where to see the detail.txt, summary.txt files, C drive, program files, Microsoft SQL Server, instance root directory. No, not this one. Go to binaries folder 160, set a bootstrap folder. There you can see logs. There you can see summary.txt. This is the summary.txt file which we just opened. See 9:18 just now, 9:18 today's date 9:18 AM. And the latest folder, date and timestamp folder. Out of this, what is the latest one? This is the latest folder. Open the latest folder. There you can see detailed file.txt file. This also you can see. Okay, clear, Harman?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No
Clear.
problem. Fine. Other than this, event viewer, you can see here, right? Event viewer. Okay, so let me close this. Is succeeded, right? Close it. So this is the event viewer. Here you can see all the related. See, source should be SQL Server, MS SQL Server. If any error is there, you can see error. Now you can see level is information, right? If error is there, see like this, you can see error. But it is not related to SQL Server. Source is different. Okay, so like this you can see. So you can see the error description in the below one. Okay, it is showing related to SQL Server only. SQL Server 1099 API and attempt to open the API.chk for read write access failed with system error. Access denied. The open file location is like you can see some errors here, and you can see this error is generated at today 5/6/2023 9:16 AM. See, once the error is generated, once you can see information means some errors you can see, sometimes errors will be auto resolved, guys. Okay, especially if you see source is related to the MS SQL Server, you have to concentrate. Now you can see some other errors, some other information related also. Information, if you click on the information, you can see when the server is restarted. See all the databases, for every database it will show you. OO rooms is one database, it will show parallel Rudy is shut down for a database. Why? Because it is rebooted, right? Okay, tempdb database has one data file. Okay, everything you can see parallel redo is shut down for database Flipkart. Why it is showing like this? Why? Because we just restarted the server, or server is restarted during the patching. During patching also, SQL Server will keep on restarting, guys. So that's why this kind of information messages will be generated for every database. And see, starting database, starting up tempdb, every information you can see. You can go down and you can see recovery completed for database MSDB. Okay, and if you see here, you can see Batch49 database. So all are, you are about to restart at 9:16 during patching window. It is about to restart. That's why parallel redo is stopped, shut down. So like that. But once the patching is succeeded, automatically it will be whatever issues are there, those issues will be fixed automatically, guys. So like this also you can see the errors in the event viewer under Windows logs, application logs related to MS SQL Server source. If you want to filter, you can use this filter current log. You want to see only errors, critical information and all, and you want to see only Microsoft related source information and all, you can select this and you can choose MS SQL Server from this list. Okay, so only MS SQL related information you can see. MS SQL, MS SQL, MS SQL, where is MS SQL? see here you can see MS SQL Server. So if you apply the filter, you can see only MS SQL related critical information and errors you can see, guys. Now there is no errors and critical information related to this MS SQL. So like this you can filter and you can remove the filter also. Now you can see only MS SQL Server related information you can see. So like this you can filter guys in the event viewer. Clear? Any questions, any doubts, please? Other than this, we have to check whether patching is succeed or not. We have to go to Management Studio. Earlier it is 1000, right? But when you apply CU3, what should be the version number guys? It should change to 4025. It should be changed from 1000 to 4025. Major version, minor version, both are same. It won't change. But actual bill number and revision history, this third value and fourth value should be changed. Go to our server. Now you can see 1000 only, right? Refresh it. You can see the latest version 4025. Now if you see here, it is showing 1000 here, and now if you run the same command selected at version, you can see earlier you can see only RTM. Now you can see RTM-CU3. In this way you can cross check which cumulative update is applied on my SQL server. If you run selected at version, it will show you whether any cumulative updates or service packs applied or not, or it was not applied any service packs or cumulative updates. Only RTM you can see using selected at version. And see here, number also changes 16.0.4025.1. Earlier that is 1000, now it is 4025. This number will keep on increasing guys. Now if you install CU22 or CU5, now it is CU3, right? Now if you install CU5, you will get a bigger number than this, 4095 or 4000, 5100, 5100, like this. Don't know what is the number, I don't know, but the number will be increased guys, keep on increasing. If you remove patch, the number will be decreased. If you apply patch, the number will be increased guys. Okay, clear guys? Any questions, any doubts? So now is it clear how to apply the patches, how to do the SQL Server patching? Is it clear everyone? Yes, why there is
Yes,
so, why you people are so silent? I don't understand. At least what is there to respond?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes or no? No problem. Whatever it is, you can tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll be more active if you people are active. I'll be so dull if you people are dull. If I am more active means I can tell extra points. If you people are dull, if you are not responding means even I don't get activeness. I might miss some of the points also. Okay, so please be active, please be interactive guys. Okay, chalo.
No,
Yes,
can
yes,
I add one from our experience basically when we do this sometimes after patching we do get problems server coming up. So servers if servers don't come up if after restart there is some problem or issue after certain patches. So there was a issue 2 weeks back for Windows Server. There was a patch which had caused after restart some problems, so we had to revert back. So what we do is generally before that patch is run, we go and check the Microsoft support site if any active issues are happening after running the patches. So just wanted you to know.
Yes.
Yes.
That is also there. Yeah.
Yeah. So in case before running patch, one should please look at the support and check if this patch has caused any problem on servers with other people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nisar.
Yeah,
Thanks for covering. Right. Okay. So Divya asked to patch hotfix should be raised. Anything Divya. Okay. Whatever changes you are doing. Okay. Whether it is a hotfix or service pack or cumulative update. Okay. Anything, or simply if you are giving one permission also, you are doing some changes on the server, right? So patching and all, forget about it. But if you are doing any change on the server, that change can be anything, adding or deleting or giving permissions. You are simply changing the state of the server. So whatever changes that you are doing on the server, those changes you can do after raising a proper change request only. Okay, so whatever you're doing, especially on production servers, whatever you do, you cannot simply go and do it. Okay, you have to raise a change request. They have to approve your activity. Then only you are proceed to change that particular value or proceed to apply patchings or remove patchings and all. Guys, to remove patching also you have to raise a change request. To uninstall SQL Server also you have to raise a change request. Anything that you are doing, any such activities you are doing on the production servers, you have to raise a change request. Taking backups, do we need change request? For taking backups, do we need change request?
No, sir.
No.
Okay, these are not active. This is activity only, but you are not changing any server. You are taking one backup, okay, from one server to another server or from one location to another location. So that don't need any change request and all. Simply if you are changing the server state, so you have to raise a change request, which is causing a restarts. Okay, that needs majorly a change request, guys. Chalo, right? Are we good? Fine. So how to remove the patching, guys? I'll tell you very quickly. So if you want to remove patchings and all, generally we'll go to remove anything. Generally, what we'll use app. What is that? Control panel, right? So for control panel, we have a shortcut appwiz.cpl. Okay. What is the shortcut? Appwiz.cpl is the shortcut for control panel. So go to this appwiz.cpl and generally you can see SQL Server here. Don't select this one. Go to view installed updates. There you can see whatever updates you installed. Okay, and you can see here hotfix 4025. This one only 4025 hotfix 4025. So I can see 3 hotfixes. Which hotfix I have to remove, guys? Can you tell me? Which hotfix I have to remove? If I want to remove patch, which patch I have to remove? Because I can see 3 here. So guess it. You can see the components browser, database engine, CSS writer. Guess it. I guess you can easily guess it.
Second one.
Second one.
Second
Because,
one,
yes,
yes.
second one. Okay, this is main, guys. Microsoft SQL. This is main. If you are removing one by one, you have to remove 3 times. But if you remove from here, automatically will be removed from other 2 components. Why? Because this is main component, SQL Server 2022 64-bit. So double click on it. Again, you will get same setup. But now let me show you. Okay, you will get a, I guess you will get a restart option. Let me show you whether you are getting restart or not. Why? Because before removing patch also you have to restart the server. Right, it is not asking the reboot, so now you are good to proceed, guys. If it is asking reboot, means it will be failed. Next, again I want to remove from the whole server, right? Make sure from which instance you want to remove, select that instance. If you are having multiple instances, don't remove from multiple servers. Choose which instance you want to remove. You can, if you want to skip any instance, simply you have to uncheck this one like this. If you want to remove, you have to select it. Okay, next. Checking files, generally we can skip this step, no issues, no need to wait. And see, action is equal to remove patch. Earlier it is action is equal to patch. Now you are trying to remove. This is action is equal to remove patch. Just click on remove. Automatically it will be the patch file, whatever you patched recently, the recent patch file will be removed. Only recent patch file will be removed, guys. Okay, not everything, only recent patch file will be removed. Okay, so now after removing, once this is succeeded, imagine, can you guess what will be the bill number after successful removal? What would be the bill number?
RTM.
1000. Yes, 16.0.1000.3, I guess. Okay, it will be back to its RTM state. For example, you have RTM, on top of that you applied CU1, CU2, CU3. Now you removed CU3. So to which level it will go, guys?
CU2.
CU2. You removed CU2. To which level it will go? CU1.
CU1.
Right. So if you applied, it will go back to its previous state. For example, on RTM directly you applied CU3, you don't apply CU1, CU2. So if you remove CU3, to which level it will go?
RTM.
RTM. Why? Because there is no CU1, CU2. Directly applied CU3. So when you remove that CU3, it will directly go to RTM. What will be the previous state? It will go to its previous update, guys. Okay. Right. Chalo. It is going to complete in 5 to 10 minutes. Once done, we'll close the session for now and then we'll connect in the evening. Okay. Done. Almost completed, right? Anyone is talking? I'm getting very low voice. Any questions, guys? Any questions on patching? See here, while patching, see SQL Server is stopped. You can see here it is a stop button. Automatically it will be stopped and started, guys. SQL Server will be stopped and started automatically. So practice. Generally we don't remove. Yes, let me add one point. Generally we don't remove, guys. Don't think I'm removing means in the organization you have to apply. See, this is how people will think sometimes. Okay. They will install patch, they will remove patch. They thought that removing patch also a step in the patching, guys. No. If problem causes, if there is a problem, if patching is partially successful, then only you have to remove the patch. Otherwise you don't remove the patch, guys. Okay, don't confuse here. After patching, generally we don't remove it. But in which case we have to remove, guys? In case if patching is not successful properly, if patching is partially successful, or else after patching if any compatibility issues are there with the application, in these cases generally we'll remove the patching. So you should know, right, how to remove. That's why we are covering. That doesn't mean we'll remove patching every time in the organization. Very rarely you will get a chance to remove the patching. Okay, chalo. Yes, someone is asking question.
Yes, sir. You said there are two methods. One you showed us, like we go to the blogspot there, and the second was the shared by
Blogspot. Okay, website direct. See, if you type Google, if you just Google it, SQL Server 2022 latest CU, if you Google it again, it will route it to Microsoft website only.
Yeah, the second one I was just asking, like the second method is the shared folder. So that one we have again, when we use the share folder, we will again go to that file and then click on the same way and start patching.
I didn't get your question.
I'm saying, like you said, like there are two ways we can patch our server. Like one way is like
no. See, first of all, there is no two ways. Two ways means there is a separate two ways are there. One is GUI way, second way is command way. Using command also you can patch it, but copying you are asking, right? Copying the file or downloading the file you are asking, I hope.
Like a share folder. You said, like in the organization sometimes they give us the share folder. They said like there is a file they share as the share folder path, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that I'm asking, like that
yes,
path.
That's it. That path you have to open that path in the server. Which server you are doing patching, go to that server. They will give you shared path. Open the shared path in the run. You can see that file SQL Server 2022 CU3. If you don't see it, download it and copy to the shared path and access that shared path from the server where you want to patch.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So now if you see here, you can see one warning message. One or more affected files have operations pending. You must restart your computer after the setup process is completed. It is asking us to restart it. Okay. See, remove patching also successfully completed. All the components, it was removed from all the components. And for remove patching also, you will get summary.txt file. See, this is the summary.txt file for remove patching, and close it. Now refresh it. Earlier it was 1000. Now I patched 4025. Now it was 4025. Now I removed patch, so now it is 1000.6. and if you run it, 1000.6, it was removed. Earlier it is RTM CU3, now only RTM. Again it was back to 1000.6. In this way you can patch and you can remove patch, guys. Okay, that's it. Patching is done, guys, completed. So in the evening we'll discuss a separate topic. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you. Bye. We'll connect in the
Thank you
evening
very much.
at 7 p.m. Yeah.